Welcome back to the Pitch Pod, everyone. I'm Jeff Stebbins, and I'm here with my co-host Joe Janner. Joe, how you doing today?
Doing fine, Jeff. Thanks for asking. I think that we're looking forward to another conversation about Champions League Group F and a PSG versus AC Milan matchup. I'm doing well. Thank you.
Yeah, we're still talking Group F because how do we not talk about Group F, right? I mean, oh my gosh, all these teams are powerhouses with the chance to move on. We've seen some great competitions so far. Can't wait to see what's going to unfold in these next couple matches. But going into this one, Joe, PSG, we talked about it pre-show. Mbappe, more Mbappe, right? But overall, what are your thoughts and senses as we head into this match?
Well, it's just that. I mean, again, I think the world, those that are following international football, are very excited to see Mbappe and what he does and how he performs. And here's another opportunity in the Champions League to show his talent, to demonstrate what he is and what he's all about. That is a reason for a draw to get us into looking at this game. I mean, how is he going to be a contributor to a PSG side that has fallen off lately, really? And they're not only their league play, but their overall performance. But you still have a player like Mbappe. And when you do have sides like that, that has a stellar player, that has a dynamic player like that, they're always going to be in it. It's always going to be, especially them at home, an opportunity. Maybe it's as Mbappe goes, so does PSG. I mean, maybe that's the case. They're sitting second there. They got their 3 points. Could they, though, then rise above just where they're at, falling off, and continue to get wins? I think Mbappe is going to be a key to that. I mean, whether he's scoring goals or contribute, I think that it's important for him to perform well. Again, not only for where they're at within this game, but as his stock rises, if you will, and people outside of France are looking at how they can get a player like that into their system. They're going to be looking at a game like this to see how well he continues to perform. Hopefully, he stays healthy, and I think probably has a goal in him in this match as well.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. These other teams are a little bit more consistent with their performance, but we've seen PSG and kind of how they fluctuate, right? They're either really up or really down, right? As we saw with Newcastle. So, yeah, hopefully Mbappe comes out and the team follows suit because that's what all the fans want is a good quality match with both teams in top form. So that's a great observation. Yeah, they're either on or they're off, and the other teams seem to be a little bit more consistent there. So yeah, and that is pretty interesting. And you also mentioned, Joe, home field advantage. How key is that going to be for this match?
I mean, you're going to have your traveling supporters. AC Milan, I think, travels well, and they'll be there in support to somewhat offset that. But I think always in these games now, whether it's one side or the other setting up differently, I think you see now more so in international football, you don't have teams really set up one way versus another, whether they're at home or on the road visiting. And again, I think in a particular contest like this, though, AC Milan with their couple draws, they got to be looking to do more than just get a draw and continue to get that. I think they're going to have to flip the switch and have to go into a different mode and be able to be out there and maybe open up and play a little bit more so that exposes themselves so PSG can maybe, I think, getting right to it, it's going to be a very open match between the two. PSG at home, I mean, yeah, don't set aside the fact that they have those supporters and it's their comfortable or more confident setting for them to be in to perform well. But I think it has its advantages. But you have to also consider the opposition. The opposition is going to go into there thinking that they can or need to perform well, whether it just be getting a draw or, I mean, you could see them winning. I mean, really, I think that AC Milan, the way they have it, the way they're set up, could beat PSG in this contest. I don't know if that's going to be exactly where
Oh
we're going to
yeah,
be from now,
yeah,
but it's possible.
yeah. I think absolutely. Yeah, I mean, yes, PSG are the favorites, the home field advantage, yes, but AC Milan, yeah, no, they're strong competitors. They're starting to play well, and speaking of AC Milan, Joe, I think we have to mention their American player who's just been standout for them, as well as Team USA recently, in Christian Pulisic. If you could briefly speak to him.
I mean, yeah, you saw it in the match versus Germany. He was able to get a goal. I think that he's as long as he's on the field, I think, and he's within a system that allows as the attack moves into the final third, and he's that type of dynamic player that can get his ball, can get a ball at his feet, could be an opportunity to score. I think you always have a threat with him playing there. I think, though, that he requires additional supporting players. I think he does require – he's not necessarily the guy, I think, in this squad, but I think as a supporting player, as someone that can be dynamic, he's starting to be there with opportunity to score goals. I could see him definitely scoring in this one as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, any final thoughts? Or are you ready to get to our prediction for this one?
I think I got an idea of prediction there. I think maybe all but said it in the lead up there. Is it my turn? Am I first here on this one, Jeff, or are you going to go out there and make a prediction?
Yeah. No, you're going to be first on this one. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think that if we look at what I suggested, I mean, not to say that it's all that much flair and all that much drama. If you were to see an AC Milan get another draw in this contest, I just see that that's where this goes again. I mean, whether it's – I don't see it 0-0. I think it could be easily 1-1 or 2-2. But I would settle on it towards the latter 1-1 draw, AC Milan versus PSG in this game.
What? Okay. Wow. Well, I have to imagine that AC Milan would be happy with that result. And I personally, I'll put it out there. I think Pulisic's going to score a goal, right? And it's not really a brave observation of me to say I think Mbappe is going to score a goal, but I do think Christian Pulisic will, and I do think he could be that guy for AC Milan. I think he's really developing as a player with that squad and getting the minutes. So yeah, I've been impressed with him. But my prediction, I'm going to stray a little bit away from you, Joe. I do think it's going to be a close game. It's going to be a nail biter, but I see some more goals in this match. So I'm going to go PSG. Like we said, they show up or they don't. I think they're going to show up, and I have them winning this game 3-2. Mbappe has a heck of a day.
That's something to look forward to. That could be a really exciting match. We're talking about 3-2, Mbappe scoring, Pulisic scoring, maybe
That's
back and
it.
forth. And so I can see that. Well, yeah, like you said, if they're on top, they show up, they perform well. That could easily, very well be the result.
Yeah, absolutely. So either way, it's going to be a fun match. Hopefully everyone out there gets a chance to tune in. Joe, are you going to tune into this?
Tune in, record it, watch it once, watch it a second time for sure to see how this game goes. I'm excited for it.
I gotcha. Well, that's the bell. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and hopefully you get a chance to sit down and watch the game. Till next time. Thank you everyone for tuning in. If you like what we bring you here at the Pitch Pod, please do us a favor, hit that like and that subscribe. Don't forget, we're available on Apple Podcasts as well as Spotify. Thank you everyone, and keep pitching out there.
In a game, the round ball, round posts, anything can happen.